For this drawing, I want to build on the idea of cross contour lines. What I'd like you to do is on a page in your sketchbook, just draw some wavy lines, and you're going to end up making shapes that go from thin to thick to thin. And yours can look different than mine. Some can be thinner than others. It can even die. What I mean is it dies into the corner, and maybe I get a thin to thick here. The next step is I want you to find the widest spot on one of your draw shapes. So here I am. I'm looking at this shape, and here's my widest point right here. And what I'm going to do is draw a line across that wide spot. Now that you've drawn that line, I'm going to return to this line, and I'm going to curve a line up and return to the line. And just to make this a little clearer for the point of the lecture, I'm going to highlight this with yellow. You don't need to do this, but sometimes for a lecture, it's just nice to be a little clearer. So here's my original line. I'll even highlight the original line in yellow. And I drew a line. I started at the original line and I pushed up. So now I'm going to do that again. I'm going to return to the original line, put my pencil here, draw a line that pushes up and then returns to the original line. I'm going to do that again. And my lines are getting really, really curved. And what you'll start seeing, returning all the way down, is that really starts creating an illusion of three dimensions. Now, if it gets too far away, you can continue. You don't always have to go all the way down here, but you have to keep it curved. Think of this, if this helps your mind, like you're putting scales on a dragon's belly. So all these curved scales. So it's essential that you keep curving. Now we're going to do the same going the other directions. I return to my straight line and I curve it going down. I return to my straight line and I curve it going down. And since this isn't handwriting that has a up and down, left and right, I can just turn it in a direction that's comfortable for my hand. And so this is comfortable for me. Here's my original line. I put my pencil there and I'm going to push up. Look how curved it is. That's good, like a rainbow. Push up, curved. Maybe one more time and pull down, curved. Now, I really want to keep the curve. So again, think of this like scales on a dragon or on a fish. And we're just going to repeat this step over and over. So I'll find a wide spot. And I'm going to curve up. So I know watching videos is a little tedious. So I'm going to work a little bit faster, and you can always pause the video. So now I'm going to return to my original line. And I'm going to curve the other way. Curved, 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 curved. And look, I've kind of gotten to a point and it swells out again. So I'll put a straight line at this wide part. I'm going to curve up. Now my dragon scales are, and at the thinnest part, I'll put a straight line. All right, here's another straight line. So these curved lines really start making it look 3D. And then the more I do it, look how curved I'm making that. The more three-dimensionally it works. They begin to feed off of each other. I think of it like a drum beat. 1 or 2 beats isn't much, but then when there's lots of beats, it begins to sound like music. Widest point, I put a straight line. At the thinnest point, I can put a straight line. And then here's another wide point. The illusion is really just filling these shapes with curved lines. Look how, even though I'm not returning all the way down, I'm still really curving that. And just a few last ones. And again, because your shapes are different, your drawing will look different. So here's my drawing. And I'd like you to create a drawing of what we call worms.